Hi, we've got a superstar joining us today. One of the finest.
You heard?
Superstar.
Did you say you heard?
Superstar.
Be there still, because he's here.
I did.
Why are you so vain? You know, listening to your podcast when Melody is complaining, I don't really get it. But what you just did now, superstar, that thing bust your brain. Why are you so vain?
Bro, let me tell you something. The Bible says, out of the abundance of their heart,
The mouth speaketh.
the mouth speaks.
So what does that mean now
So
in
in
this
my
context?
heart, I feel like
You're a superstar.
Exactly.
You and Remy boy, neighbors.
Remy boy. Which Remy boy?
Rema now.
No, I senior him.
Wheezy
I'm
boy.
a bigger.
Wheezy baby.
Exactly.
Okay.
Show go, man. That's the point.
Oh my
Superstar on
goodness.
whiskey
It's okay,
level.
look.
I'm
How,
joking. Right?
how are you feeling though? How
I'm
you feeling?
okay. Thank you guys for having me. Off the camera, we know each other very, very well. I think I DM'd Soruchi for the first time in like 2018 or something.
What?
Yeah, I was doing an article about
Yes,
international
I
women's
remember.
Yeah.
So what was the DM about?
Day. It was just, I think,
It was
I needed
work.
people to speak about. It was
Women,
work.
yeah.
So you just texted her like one of the most powerful women. You heard that, oh?
Like
This podcast, we don't have
I think she was
rubbish.
still in uni at the time or something.
Yes, I
Oh.
know.
Yeah. I needed perspectives from different people, and she gave me like really good perspectives. So
Of
I think
course.
we ended up publishing it. It was very nice.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we have a podcast now.
Yeah, let's go.
Those interesting perspectives
You people
they're
are
shared
super
here.
superstars.
Like
No,
you,
no,
now
no,
we're
no,
trying
no.
to be like
you heard that. We are superstars. We are not unknown podcasters.
podcasters.
See, you can't be mad at people.
We're just stating the
Let
fact.
them call you unknown, anonymous,
Yeah.
fake. You're talking rubbish. What matters
Is
is
that
that
people are talking
they are
about it.
reacting to
Yeah.
it. That's all that matters.
But this
That's all.
mindset now,
Yeah.
we were talking about the tweet OC made
Yeah.
recently. This
Yeah.
mindset now is the reason why a lot of podcast content in Nigeria is, for lack of better words, shallow and shabby. So, and that's what we are trying to do here. So that's why we try to like clarify when they call us these names, when they call us Ashawo for no reason, just because we said our
To
opinion.
be honest, you know the word ashawo now. I don't even get like
You are,
mad.
Oh, I do.
immune
Because,
to it.
like-
You are stoic to it.
I
I'm
do.
in Nigeria.
I do. We
I'm
need
in
to keep
Nigeria.
calling
Like
them out.
I'm in Nigeria, so like I know that. Oh, you call me ashawo? Okay, just like your mom.
Shit.
We keep it moving.
So that's the thing. I don't have the mind to call your mom.
Yeah,
an
but like
Ashawo.
where you think your madness ends, that's where my own starts.
Yeah. I don't have the mind to call your mom an Ashawo.
I
but
mean-
if you keep moving that way, just maybe I'll develop that mind.
It
'cause
is what it is, because
I don't like
feel
being
like
referred that
if
way.
you're well brought up, the first thing that comes to your mind will not be to call somebody ashawo.
Exactly, especially when the conversation does not have anything to do with
Exactly.
Ashawo activities.
And it's okay for you to disagree with me. You don't have to call me whatever you think you want to call me.
Do you know one of the most interesting things about the world is me and my secular friends. Like for a long time, I used to deny the fact that it's only certain types of men that can come out and say things like ashawo or all of that. I used to, do you understand? Oh, it's uneducated men. And
Not again.
like for a long time, I thought so
Not
because
again.
I only in my secular friends
Yeah.
and people that I think I could talk to.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would be those types of men that would come and
Refer to
just
women that way.
casually
Yeah.
because she offers an opinion that you don't like
You
or
don't-
whatever.
yeah.
And or maybe she didn't like look at the girl that
bought a car.
some
Yes,
time ago.
I saw it.
You understand? Or that
Why?
the guy that posted his girlfriend's photo. Like
And
two
they were
weeks
coming
ago.
for him.
Yes,
Yeah.
they said that
Why?
she was being dominant.
And
Yeah.
like
you people are mad.
the problem with the world is we are saying I always say something extremes there's problems of extremes on both sides. So
Yeah.
the liberals are extreme, the conservatives are extreme.
Yeah.
All of them. So
Yeah.
the reasonable people are only people that are in the middle that find what is good
sensible
here,
part
the
here,
sensible
yeah.
parts here, the sensible parts here. You put it in the middle and you try to
have
find the balance
it
Yeah.
because
decent
that's
human.
life,
Yeah.
right? The problem is I see like it's so casual. I don't want to say misogyny because it's what it is.
It is what it
Misogyny.
is. It
The
is what
point
it is.
like the things I see these days, right? Some people have started calling me woke, for example, and I'm far from woke.
No, I think
right?
you are, though.
I am not woke. No, you've told me before, but I am not.
I wouldn't say woke. I just feel like you're someone that has opinion and you're not scared to air your opinion. Yeah, but and that's what it should be.
The problem is, like, how would someone, a grown man, open his mouth and say a good woman shouldn't have degrees?
What do you mean by that?
I heard it in 2024.
A good woman shouldn't drive.
And I was like, why would you, like, I am not woke, but bro, that shit is crazy.
It's crazy.
So,
but who are we going to put the blame on? Did you guys see that babe that dated Andrew Tate that came out online and was complaining? Who are we going to put the blame on? Are we going to say that it is these men like Andrew Tate who people listen to? We have Andrew Tate version in Nigerian Twitter.
Yes, now we have a lot of them.
John Doe.
John
Doe is one of them. This Wiz Arab guy can be one of them sometimes.
He is.
So it's like.
So here
are they the ones we should blame?
I think it's a society.
Yeah. It's a combination of a lot of factors, right? The world that we live in across board is conservative, right? But the problem right now is this is not conservative culture. This is far right culture. And a lot of it, humanity is the problem. Once you give humanity power, social media makes us feel powerful because we say things and people react to it. It creates dopamine in our heads, and the hubris that is pertinent in every human being tends to magnify whatever it is that you are saying. You come back and want to say it again because you know you are going to get reactions. Now, on the left, a lot of the world is already conservative. Now, liberal people started reacting to the conservative things. Ergo, feminists. Oh, we don't want this. We don't want that. A lot of the fight is rooted on things that are great. Now, the problem with is they also now didn't want to be questioned.
Yeah.
Do you understand? The world was shutting everybody else for liberals. The world was saying, you people, you are going to hell. These ones are the only ones I want to be listened to. You were canceling people. Because you had power. You were overusing it.
Yeah.
Now,
but when we say overusing it, how many years did liberals have this power?
So when I say power, it's not political power. It's the power sometimes to make and break careers. If you say something that is unpopular, for example, it doesn't have to even be wrong.
And I hate that
just be unpopular.
I hate that there's a community that holds this power so much that they use it to bully people. Because in the past, people would say that, they used to be bullied, but now they are the
ones that
and
are
we
bullied.
know them.
That's because so why I understand them is because I know what it feels like to be marginalized.
I agree with you.
And so a lot of times when people want to correct them, instead of them to correct them, understanding that there's some sense in what they're saying, people correct them choosing to go to the far extreme of conservatism.
Thank you.
And I don't think bullying now becoming the bully is not the way out.
No, but the problem is,
but they have to be the bullies so that they listen to them.
I don't know.
So let's use the feminists for an example.
I don't agree.
There are some takes that feminists would make that I don't agree with, but give it one day, less than 24 hours, you would see something that a man did that is enabled from one of the things they complained about. So it's not like, how do you come out boldly to start defending men's activities, making it look like what women are complaining about don't exist? Yeah. So that's the problem I have. So that's why I don't think I have that whole anger for feminists, because they're actually saying things that need to be said.
Again, a lot of women will come out and say, I am not a feminist.
I'm 100% feminist.
Do you understand? Amber Rose came out the other day and said she's not a feminist.
Okay, sorry. I think. In simple terms, what's feminism?
And that's where I'm going. What it is, feminism is not the problem. As a concept, the tenet of feminism is a necessary thing for the world.
Exactly.
Right? Do you understand? Now, what the problem with human beings is, definition is usually attributed via human behavior a lot of the time. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like the concept of you did literature.
Yeah.
Onomatopo. Do you understand?
Onomatopoeia.
Like, you know what it's literally based on sound and human behavior. You can infer what the person is saying. So the problem with the ability of a human being to understand certain things sometimes goes to the character of the people that are exhibiting those things. I understand what it is, but at the same time, you have hosted things like slut walk against slut shaming. You have done this. You are living your life. You are the ultimate feminist.
Yeah,
as much as you want to deny it,
you are the feminist.
Now, you can now have a problem with people, the extremists. Let's separate those extremists
And that's
from,
something Chimamanda has been able to do.
Yes.
Chimamanda
you
has been able
understand?
to do
Yes.
So that's
She
the
has
so
separated
back to
herself from-
these extremes. So a lot of men now want to react to the extremes of the liberals
By being
by now
extreme.
being extreme. So
Yeah.
now
Being
the world has a
extreme.
massive problem.
Because
now
I don't know why somebody...
people are now grooming them. They will now groom you. Someone will come on. The one thing I hate the most right now is how young men, teenagers, are reverberating and enjoying the culture of OS. I hate it.
Yes!
I
Oh
hate
my
it.
goodness!
It does my head in.
Oh my... Everywhere! Everywhere on
I
social
hate
media.
that shit.
Everywhere! Everywhere. Do you know I didn't know what OS was at
I
first?
fucking hate
said
that
that.
shit.
I saw one, sorry to cut you, I saw one TikTok. The guy was trying to break down how he was spending 77K. He said 50K for hotel, 10K for OS. The remaining 7K. I was like, and people in the comment section were agreeing
We're
with him. And I was
laughing.
just like, where did
We're
our
laughing.
morals go? We see men post women's naked body for their monthly dumps. What are you doing?
It's not even the morality part is a human thing, but the role of a man in society, do you understand? Like, a man is a necessary part of the family unit. And when I say family, it's not just a nuclear family. It's the family of life, your street, your church, your this, your that, right?
I agree.
The role of a man and what a man should be is being eroded by the fact that a lot of people, their first point of call when they are getting money to have sex is OS. Now, some of them are going to counter what I'm saying by saying, oh, a lot of the girls actually do move like OS now. I don't disagree with you. I understand what you're saying, because a lot of those girls actually do move like that now, but they are still girls
Yeah.
And that's
that are not going to move like that. So you need to keep jumping and passing
until
you find
meet-
that's
and
that's
I
it.
think good women are everywhere.
Until you
Until you find it.
They're
Women are
everywhere. They
everywhere.
don't have to
So
find.
now you cannot create a stereotype and be putting it on everybody you meet.
Absolutely. I agree.
So
Talking about this just reminded me of this line from Ruger's song, where he said, you know the line I'm talking about?
Is it from
Where
JJ?
Where he said that these girls, they don't know what they want. Do they love? Do they want to do short time?
I mean, it's true. If you're out,
I was gonna ask what the dating scene is like for you now,
I don't-
as a successful man.
I am not.
As a superstar.
I mean, you are.
As a superstar.
As a superstar, you
Tell
are.
us.
I'm in a relationship. I don't.
But you know people who aren't and who are trying to be.
A lot of my friends, not a lot actually, some of my friends are still, and it's not funny.
I think dating scene
It's actually
is,
not funny.
Is,
It's messy.
Is
It's
messy.
It's a mess.
It is messy.
Because
It is
in
messy.
Lagos
It's a
here,
mess.
I think I saw a tweet where someone was talking about a man that just got married. A man that got married 3 months ago, and he's already cheating on his wife.
That
No,
one
that one
happens
is
well.
wild.
Oh. On their wedding day, they're already flirting with
Yeah.
someone else.
Like, it's not.
It's
not
crazy.
In fact, men carry side chicks into marriages.
I've heard that.
They carry side chicks into marriages. They wait,
Like-
let me marry her. When we finish, we'll continue what we're doing before.
Sometimes, if you have problems in your relationship, you are going to look outside.
But this is
and
boy
realize-
math. Do you know?
And realize, no, it's not even boy math. And realize that this thing that is pissing you off, that's pissing you off about this woman that is pissing you off, you have to realize that, do I really want to go and face this?
With another person.
Or can I work this out? If I can work it out, I don't need to be frustrated.
I also need
That's
men to
True.
understand that women also think about
100%.
But like,
But
and
we choose
half
not
the
to.
time, exactly, they choose not to because like,
we
again,
respect our relationship.
Yeah.
what's there?
Yeah.
So after you come,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
I've-
I come, you come.
I mean, it's the truth. But
What
it's not
happens
even-
next?
It's not even the concept of just coming. It's
Are we really talking about
we
coming,
can.
guys?
That's what it is.
It's not even about that. It's also about, at the worst of my relationship, if I'm like in one, everything is fine. We have not said, oh, we are done, we are taking a break, whatever. There's nothing you can offer a happy person.
True.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I do. I get you.
There's nothing like we are fine. We didn't take a break. We are good. We didn't agree
Yeah.
that we're gonna. No, there's nothing that you can offer someone that is really in love that is going to take it from you.
Yeah.
But some people claim to be in love, to be
Yeah.
very in
Yeah,
love.
I agree.
Some people claim
I
to
agree.
find peace at home. They
I
claim that
agree.
their woman
I
is the
agree.
most
I
beautiful.
agree. I agree.
But yet,
I
They
agree.
just
I
I
agree.
think
can't
those
behave
people. I think
themselves.
those people are just irresponsible.
And I want to understand what goes through the minds of men when they do this.
And you can't tell me. And I'm sorry that you can't tell me that you love somebody and you still cheat on them.
Thank you, but they
I don't
would
think
argue.
I don't think that's how it works.
I don't.
I don't think that's
So how does
it
it
works.
work in your brain?
A guy posted something yesterday. Said men who don't cheat, why don't you cheat? He replied and said, my woman is the most beautiful in the world. 1, 2, I've made a pact with myself that as long as I'm in a relationship without breaks. I've made a pact with God that I'm not going to repeat generational curses. 2, and then he said number 3, I don't want to sin against God. That's what he said. Those 3 things. So sometimes it's not even about the fact. I don't think it works with, if you're in love, you can't cheat. I don't subscribe to that. You can love someone and cheat on them, 100%. The reason why, I agree. The reason, no, it's...
So I
the
think I
concept
have an
of
unpopular
a lot
opinion
of
for
women.
cheating. I think that with you guys, when it comes to cheating, it makes you feel like a man. When a man is broke and he hasn't made money yet and he's with you,
I agree with
when
you.
you are misbehaving, his
you.
anger is that he can't leave you for
He
another
can't-
woman because no other woman will deal with his brokenness. But the moment he makes money,
He knows that there are other
options, then his shakara starts. That's what they do. It's tied to your ego. And it makes you feel like a man after cheating.
I agree, but see, part of the problems with cheating is that cheating is expensive. When people say cheating is expensive, people think it's just financial. It's not. It's emotional expense. I don't have time. Do you understand? I don't have time
To be hiding my phone.
to be... No, that's part of it. But it's even to...
Be checking up
to
on
keep...
you
to
too.
Yeah. Do you understand? One person is enough for me to be texting and be able to call. Sometimes in the day, I can't keep up. I have to text, please. I'm in meeting trial. I can't.
You are a lover boy. I'm talking
It's
about
okay.
men who they do this thing you're doing now. They do it for their women.
I can't.
Then when they feel like this whole
Some men actually do it like they have 3 girlfriends and they're doing it.
What I'm saying is different from what you're saying. What I'm saying is different from what you're saying.
Oh.
So some men, they give only one woman all their attention and energy.
Yeah.
Then they now have like 2 or 3 splattered around. That those ones are just
everybody.
for sex. So the moment they are craving a certain
They
body,
just call
a
them.
certain body type,
Pull up.
Yeah, pull up.
And if you send me a location,
and
I'll be right there.
I consider myself to be fortunate.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I consider myself to be fortunate in a lot of ways, and part of it, some men are not as fortunate as I am. But I don't think cheating is the answer. If you are not happy in a situation, get out of it.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
That's what I
just feel like one
recommend.
woman
Yeah.
can't be enough. That one woman provides stability, then the other ones are for fun and entertainment. They see us as things for fun.
The concept of fun and entertainment is not even... The concept of fun and entertainment is... The headache that will come with it, for me.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. The headache, it's usually not, it never ends in sex. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It never ends. It never ends in sex. My H factor wanted to come out there.
It's okay. Yeah, you're about chief. It's okay.
It's okay.
It never ends in sex. And the problem is, I'm not going to say too, but I look at myself, right? And it's very unlikely that anybody will want to chop and clean out. Do you understand? Because
Do you mean with you?
yeah, it's the truth.
Okay.
Nobody.
You
So you
understand?
think people would come to want to settle down?
If I was single, I'd be a fucking eligible bachelor. It's the truth.
Okay, you guys.
Superstar Lamar.
No, it's not a
Lamar.
lie. It's not if I was single.
But you're not lying. It's true.
It is true.
No
right?
sensible babe will come into your life.
I want to, do you
fuck and
understand?
go, yeah.
So if I no, it's not. I'm not.
It
I'm
is
not
what it
boasting.
is.
No, it is what it is,
I'm
but
not
like, talk
boasting.
your shit,
So,
bro.
and that's part of why that energy needs to be protected.
Yeah.
Because I'm also. It needs to be protected because the moment you start, you can't. You are opening it up
To everybody and
anybody.
I know they make you feel special. They say it's not for everybody. It's just for specific kind of women. That's what it's
It's better to just stop it from where it's coming from.
It's because
to
it's
protect
you.
yourself. Yeah, that's
You
it.
know what? Let's move on from this whole
Let's move on.
boy and girl matter.
Let's move on.
Let's talk
Moving on.
Afrobeats. We can't have you here and not get into the
Hey!
music. And not get into the music. So which one are we going to start off with? Should we start off with the new albums that drops, or the fact that somebody is rolling out an album with an album?
Let me tell you something. You people are very annoying.
Oh,
How?
You people
Hope Sorochi and I are not one of them.
What do you think about rolling out an album with an album?
I think it's super cool.
Oh, okay. So, Rich, what do you think?
101%.
So I think I've said it on this show before. That I think Odumodu has
The machine is here.
It's coming in one piece.
The machine don't arrive.
In one piece.
Half of the machine, half the engine.
It's coming in one piece.
I think that guy is so audacious, and sometimes I wonder what goes through his mind.
I saw him on Friday at Davido's listening party, and he said, "Motolani, the machine is coming."
Yes.
Wait, he's actually that way in real life?
Yes.
Like everything he does, he's actually that way in real life.
He said, "Motolani, the machine is coming."
And it's coming in one piece.
Like he's
I saw this post he made, and it busted my brain. Because like how does somebody's brain process things this way? He said, like John the Baptist, the machine is coming. He will prepare for us thoroughly for the arrival of the industry machine.
I love
just
it.
like the coming of Jesus.
I love
At
it.
the end, when it is all said and done, the machine will arrive in one piece. And I'm like, how? You will know that they did not type this for
Nobody.
him. He typed it himself. Like
one man
in caps.
One man will pull.
Always typing.
One man will pull.
Everything he says. Everything he says.
Have you listened to that?
No, so that's the thing. I was going to say that. I actually
yesterday.
haven't. So there's some artists like that for me, and I was going to ask you. This is part of why I was looking forward to having this conversation. Is somebody like you, somebody can have a conversation with you on any genre of music.
Yeah.
But then there are people like me who I respect Odumodublvck.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'll listen to it.
It's not your cup of tea.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
But how does it work for you that you know about everything?
So it's who I've always been. My mom is currently in my house right now.
Shout out, mommy.
Shout out to my mom. And so my dad is late. But when I was younger, even though my dad always encouraged, do what you want, right? But anytime I would be listening to my mom was like, who knew you were going to work in the music? Like,
because you're a lawyer.
Do you understand? Yeah, my mom was like, if nobody knew you were going to, nobody even knew this career path existed.
Yeah.
You understand? And she was like, I'm plugged into music from morning till night. They will be calling Motolani. I can't hear anything because I'm listening to music.
And you're enjoying it.
Yeah, 100. There was a time in my life between 2015 and 2017 where I was playing on average 5 new albums every day.
What?
Yeah, every day. My friend Kwame, shout out to Kwame. He's a magistrate now in Delta State. I met him in law school, and it was when everything just went through the roof. Like our insatiable appetites. I was listening to everything. Name it. The only genre of music that I don't particularly enjoy is reggae. But
that is shocking.
I don't particularly. It's a little too one-dimensional and boring for me. I don't. Yeah. I need something. Yeah. It's not like I don't listen. I listen to it when it's meshed with other formats. I will listen to it if Sting and the Police do it in rock formats, or when what's the name of that group? Yeah, I don't mean to be rude. What's their name? Magic. I'll listen to it because then it's a little more experiential. I'll listen to Bob Marley because it's the GOAT.
Yeah. Lucky Dubenko.
Sean Paul.
I listen to Sean Paul. But that's dancehall.
Yeah, that's dancehall.
Yeah. Reggae as the template genre. Yeah,
reggae.
I think
reggae is cool.
I would be very rare for me
I
to
think
pick
I
up
enjoy
reggae
reggae when
and
there's
just
a mix
listen
of
to
dancehall in
it.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So you have to. I have a fear of missing out, not because people are talking about it, but I feel like I need to listen to this shit because this guy must have done some shit on this, right?
So have you listened to the Mission?
I've listened to it. I listened to it before it dropped.
I want to before we get to Machine is coming. I want to understand Motolani's brain and how it works with music. So how do you feel when you listen to a project that you're expecting to be good
and it's not
you
good.
Listen to it and it's not good? What does it do for you or to you?
When I was a journalist, the time that I spend on it, or the fact that I expect more from the artists, used to piss me off. Yeah, I used to be.
Just like it's a waste of time.
Why you can literally, you are better than
Will it
this.
make you have a bad day?
It can make me have a bad 3 hours. Because then I'll start calling my friends.
Because like you've wasted your time now.
I'll start calling my friends. Like Excel got a lot of those calls.
I'm sure Excel got a lot of those calls. Calling me again.
Like, why will you
right? Or Sax got a lot of those calls. Adia still gets a lot of those calls. Steve Diddy still gets some. So I listen to if I don't like. But now I'm a little more forgiving because I can understand some people. I give a lot more grace now.
Because you're now working full time in the back end. Music.
But it's also because, but part of why I left media is because I started to have a lot more relationships in the music industry. Like people, I started to see a lot more creative processes, and I just felt like it became harder and harder to critique. Right, because
so you don't want to, so you don't piss off someone that's
not even that.
Not about pissing off, like you're now involved in the process.
I'll give you my insights behind.
Before the project is released.
Yeah, before it's released, you will hear my opinion.
Yeah.
Part of the reasons why people like me is I'll give you my opinion. I was speaking to an artist this morning. It's like, Babawiri, you want my thoughts here? Like, I will tell you what I feel. But it's a different thing with artists when you now go and repeat that thing in public. They feel like, oh, you have an audience, right? Telling me one-on-one is different from telling 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Right? So it started to become harder. So why and how is you just listen to the music. You have to love music. I love music.
I mean, I used to think I loved music, but with
people
like
I
you,
love music.
with people like
no,
you,
no.
Sorry, I wanted to ask you something. Some weeks ago, or not, a month ago, a certain artist, or a certain rapper, was on an interview, and he said, "Oh, rap has, kind of like watered down what rap used to be."
Who said that?
King Jaja.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He said we've watered down what rap used to be, that rap is not what it used to be again, because like, why did we move from listening to MI to listening to Odumodublvck? So as someone who listens to different
I think that person needs to shut up.
Why should he shut up though?
So for someone who listens to different genre of music, would you say that rap has watered down, like what rap used to be before and now? What do you think?
A core part of humanity is evolution. Nothing remains the same after 5 years.
Change is very constant.
Change is very constant, especially in music. In music, like you listen to the earliest rap hits from like the 70s and the 80s. This is the breaks, bang, 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 bang. Do you understand? But now you are hearing. Do you understand? That's evolution.
Yeah.
You can't stop that. At every point in the history of rap music, the previous generation thinks the current generation is making rubbish.
Oh, really? It's always been that way. Give me an example, because I don't really know
I think about it like
when Notorious B.I.G. was making R.I.P. Big, when was making Juice.
I've never thought about speaking about B.I.G. and saying R.I.P. Biggie. Wait till concern me.
When it was making Juice, what on the streets is that they sampled the Mary J. Blige song, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Juice? I can't remember. I think it is. They sampled the Mary J. Blige song in it, right? And he was reluctant because people were going to call him a sellout because he was sampling a quote-unquote pop song in a rap song, right? And he said people were going to laugh at him. And word on the streets is that Diddy told him that people are going to laugh at you all the way to the bank. When it came out, a lot of people had those opinions about it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There's a reason why people didn't like Big. Some people felt it was commercial. Some people also had the opinion about Pac, but they loved Nas because Nas kept it pure.
Hardcore.
Do you understand? No, hardcore, pure. All of them were still hardcore, but
what's the difference between hardcore and pure in rap?
The perception of purists. That's literally what it is. Okay. Right? Like a lot of people because people feel like if you make commercially viable versions of rap music, then it's not pure. Do you understand? Because it's mainstream, it's pop, people can dance to it, people can do it. For a long time.
Scott, this just reminds me of what Dalipo said. Dalipo said in an interview that people miss the artist in rap artists.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Very true.
I even think Otinyete a lot far. That one goes too far. The problem with people is what connotes rap music is rhythm and poetry delivered in a recognizable flow scheme. Period. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it was done on amapiano. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it was done on pop. Afrobeats. It doesn't matter if it was done on Afrobeats or boom bap or trap, whatever. Like, nobody gives a fuck. It's all rap music. Shut up and move on.
Right.
Do you understand? Yeah. Like, shut up and move on. All of these things that you're talking about is just some pure shit. You can't gatekeep the evolution of music.
Absolutely.
You can't, it's not yours.
Yeah.
It's not yours to gatekeep. Accept the growth. Or shut up.
So basically, you think that the Odumodu growth was a good growth for African or Nigerian rap? Odumodu
is the headline of Nigerian rap right now.
Period.
What do you mean?
I mean, the numbers are there to show.
What do you... Is the headline of Nigerian rap right now. The two biggest Nigerian rappers right now are Odumodublvck and Black Bones.
Period. Who do you prefer?
I love them both.
I knew you were going to say that.
You don't want genuinely, they are both my guys.
We don't want to put you on the spot. So we're not going to do that.
You can't gatekeep music. That person that was talking, like for example, till now, some people still struggle because some people rap in pidgin dialects, and some people struggle to call Fino, Reminisce, all of them. They struggle to call them rappers because they don't rap in English.
It doesn't make any sense.
Are you dumb?
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
It's not yours. Fam, one of the best rap songs that I've heard in a long time is a song titled Bastrata, and I'm a piano song from South Africa. Do you know Bastrata?
No.
Bastrata. Fam, go and listen to the verses of those. Go and listen to the technique. The technique of the rappers. Let me tell you something. No American rapper did it in 2023 when that project came out. You are going to come and tell me that that's not rap? Are you mad? Who the fuck do you think you are?
They're mad.
They're mad. But what if they feel that way? Because what I've noticed now, for somebody like me who is not an actual rap listener, I've realized that I like people like Black Bones. I really like Black Bones because Black Bones is able to make the kind of music that somebody who is a passive rap listener can enjoy. So maybe this is where the purists are coming from.
I listen to every version of rap music and I enjoy. I listen to Illmatic, I listen to Stillmatic, I listen to Souls of Mischief, I listen to Curtis Blow from the 80s, I listen to MI. I listen to okay, Excel is the one that made me like Migos. I didn't like them initially. But I love Young Thug from the start. Do you understand? I love everybody. Everything. I listen to everybody. Because you are going to keep complaining. There's something called juvenoia.
What does that mean?
Juvenoia means like you prefer things of old to the things of new.
You're not willing to embrace
you think things of the newer things are of lower quality to the things of old. It's a massive problem, right? And the older we get, but you have to be conscious.
It happens to us too.
Yeah, it happens to us.
Because we feel like songs made in 2016 are better than songs they're making now.
I'm talking about that. How do you feel about fans saying, "Oh, we don't like this new version of this artist music that we prefer," and
like using Wizkid as an example.
Using Wizkid, a lot of times when I hear people say that, just like there's Apple Music, there's Spotify.
Go and listen to the old. Go and listen to Ayo.
So sometimes the fans are right. Sometimes artists make certain evolutions, and the evolutions are not as great. And sometimes it's not because the ideas were not great. Sometimes it's just because of the execution, right? Sometimes fans are right. The evolution didn't quite produce the desired results. But sometimes fans just dislike change.
Yes.
Even if the quality is great. Just because it doesn't sound like something that they are used to.
I'm trying to think of one artist now who falls under this category.
They're going to say, like, when people...
Yeah, one artist.
Wizkid now.
Okay.
People are going to look you dead in the face and say, Made Lagos was a mid album. It wasn't a mid album. Some stupid Wizkid FC2 people can still say it to you today that I said Made Lagos was trash. You must be dumb.
You must be mad.
You must be dumb.
No, guys, let's not do that.
Go and
it's
do
okay
your
for
research.
them not to like me.
They tell me that. They tell me that
Please
I
said
Made Lagos was trash.
old music.
That I said it. I never said it.
Go and listen to old Wizkid on Spotify or Apple Music. It's there.
Albums, like this album, I can understand people saying that it's not as good. I agree with some of it.
Mariah,
I agree with some of it, but I like some songs on it. I like about 5 or 6 songs on it that I think are first-class songs. I think are some of the best Wizkid songs I've ever heard.
Slow is really good.
I think
Slow Mino is really good.
That song is very good.
That's my favorite song.
Jesus, you guys, I love that
song. You see the
song.
second part of this first single, Sometimes? Yeah. I think that's the best song on the project.
That's Piece of My Heart.
Yeah, the second part. I think that's the best song on that project.
I think so too.
So I like, I can't remember, towards the end of the album.
Is it the one with
the track is that the track before Slow, after Slow?
Let's check now.
Let's check.
Wizkid, Mariah.
So people like sometimes they are wrong, sometimes they are right. But
are you talking about Loose, Pray?
I love Loose. I love Pray.
Those are the two last songs.
I love Loose. I love Slow, Loose, Pray. I think that's it. I think that's.
I just feel like fans should learn to give artists
a chance to grow.
We need to wrap up quickly, but we can't do that without talking about Ruger's Blown Boy Rule and Joeboy's La Vida. What do you think about those albums? Viva La Vida. Sorry. What do you think about those albums?
An artist get to a level where you need to step out of the box a little bit.
Yeah.
The record, that's why I really like the record with Olamide. I like the fact that
I didn't see that comment.
Yeah, I like that.
I didn't see that
comment.
comment.
It's a very good record. I like the brand of Joeboy right now. It's a little cleaner, leaner. The hairstyle, the
bad boy
suits, the bad boy thingy. It's everything looks good. Then the sound of the music itself. I think this is Joeboy's best album, my opinion.
No, somewhere between what's that album called again? Somewhere between Beauty and Magic.
Yeah.
I think that album is
the best album.
I think Joeboy's project is the first EP actually. The first EP is his best project.
The one that had Baby.
Yes. The first one. Yes. And then
somewhere between Beauty and Magic.
Somewhere between Love and something.
No, I prefer that.
Beauty and Magic. Yeah.
So what do you think about?
But I think the best songs on Somewhere Between Beauty and Magic
are better than
the best songs.
Because that album is so good. What do you think about Ruger, Joeboy Ruger? I love this album. Have you listened to it yet? Not yet.
Just like
a few songs.
Yeah.
Under my do.
Under my do.
By the way, I think Ruger is very sexy.
That's a bed.
Girl, yes. What? Absolutely. I think he's sexy too. She said she thinks he's sexy. I think he's sexy too. I mean, he's all those smally kind of sexy. I like it. I'm serious. I think Ruger is sexy too.
I mean, you have some fans in the building.
No, like one of those, you know how we
girls
are
love bad
older
boys,
girls. As older girls, when we go out and we see younger boys, when we see a guy and we hear his age, we're like, But Ruger is that guy that you know that is younger, but you don't mind. Like, you don't mind.
Would you date a younger guy?
I think right now I will, just for the fun of it. If he has sense, though.
Okay.
I mean, if he's Ruger.
Fair point. It's okay.
But what do you think about the album? I personally love it.
I think it's better than the previous album.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I think another thing I forgot about Joeboy's album. I actually think this album is very cohesive.
Okay.
I think it flows really, really well.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the same thing about Ruger's album. I particularly love the track listing on Ruger's album.
Me too.
I thought the track listing, like the sequence, was good. Even if some songs that you might think, the way they were sequenced and placed in the album,
it works. It works. There's some songs that I didn't really like before listening to the album, but in the album I liked it. Exactly. And one thing I love about the Ruger album, and even Joeboy, is the fact I love it so much when artists get the openers right.
Yeah.
So when I
love the opening of Ruger,
like that reintroduction.
Yes.
When I was like, okay, let me listen to Joeboy.
I really
and
love
the first song came on. I was like, oh yes, baby, this is what I'm talking about.
This is why we're here.
What's the name of that
Bring.
What's the name of that influencer guy? That one that used to dance. That dark skinned one. That was on Machala.
Kataefe.
Did you see his reaction? Ruger, God go punish.
I didn't see it. I don't watch his content.
It's dramatic.
I
don't watch his content.
He said, no, he was reacting to it. By the way, I think I like the direction that some people are going in the country now with the live stream.
With the streaming thing. Yeah,
I love it. I think
Davido did it with Santi and Odumodublvck did it with.
I love the track. I love it. I love the way.
I don't know how I feel about it. Like,
I like it.
I've not watched anyone yet.
Yeah, I think it's a good direction.
So we're about to have our own Kai Senat.
We already have it.
Who's our Kai Senat? Okay.
It looks like he could do it, but we'll see where it goes.
He's doing it. He's doing it. No, he could. He's doing it.
We'll see where it goes.
Anyways, we need to wrap up now, but I wanted to hear our thoughts on what Ruger and Joeboy did. And it's not just by Ruger and Joeboy, I mean Ruger because it was Ruger that started it. He will look for trouble first and start shaking you. That same thing he did with Buju. But our thoughts on it, like, why is it that before artists drop a project, they think that we need to see some sort of controversy? Do you think that people wouldn't have paid so much attention to the fact that Ruger and Joeboy were dropping an album if Ruger did not, shade Joeboy online?
How do we even know that Ruger was shading?
But he shaded him. Even Joeboy replied because Ruger was the only Joeboy was the only one dropping an album.
When he replied.
What did you say?
Did he quote it when they replied?
No, he didn't. But we knew that he was replying him.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But we knew that he was replying him allegedly.
See, so some artists just don't have spice. You need a little bit of spice. Like the last time this happened, I was actually.
Give us like two artists that don't have spice.
I can not mention.
He doesn't want to mention. He said he was not going to mention.
We call names on this.
You will tell us off air. We'll call the name next week.
There's one particular artist I feel like she doesn't have spice.
Who is she?
Who?
Say it now. Who? We call names on this podcast. Who?
You need to drag me for this.
Say it. Okay, tell me. I'll say it.
I think Tiwa. I don't.
Tiwa has spice.
She's losing her spice.
Hey! You want to put me in trouble?
The fact that sex tape exists and that song she sang afterwards, that's enough.
So think about it. After that sex tape, what has happened?
I mean, that's enough. That's the peak. It's okay. And the way she handled it and came back, like she didn't get cancelled. Do you know what it is to not get cancelled after a sex tape comes out?
In Nigeria,
that's spice enough.
In Nigeria, I think Tiwa's overall brand is spicy. I think the person that shattered the glass ceiling for what a female African pop star should be
is her
in a significantly conservative environment like Africa.
It's Tiwa
Savage. The definition of a female
pop star.
But
the numbers there.
Wait. Yes.
No,
the definition of I'm getting somewhere. The definition of a female African pop star. Everybody that has come since then, all of them, when they want to rebrand as pop star, all of them have been built on her. Okay. Like that's just the truth.
Because how many women in their 40s, how many past female musicians in Nigeria in their 40s dress the way she does? Like,
have you seen the woman's tattoo?
Come on,
no, she has.
That's
I think twice
girl.
Herself. Now, if you're going
to be honest, I stand to be corrected.
No, I hear. I can understand why you are saying what you're saying, which is she's an OG now. Yeah. Like right now in Nigeria, the greatest Nigerian artist of the last 20 years in Nigeria, of the last 15 years in Nigeria, is Wizkid. Is Wizkid as hot as Rema right now? When I say hot, I'm not saying big. No hot, mistake that. Yeah. Is he as hot as Rema right now?
No, I don't think so.
On what metrics would you call Wizkid the greatest Nigerian artist in the last 15 years?
He's one of the greatest.
Just give me one. He said, no, you are saying one of the greatest. He said the greatest.
I can give like five.
Longevity.
Influence.
What is longevity?
Longevity.
Okay,
influence.
Longevity. Influence.
Is he more influential than Davido?
Cultural impact.
Is he more? Actually, let's be honest.
I don't
is
want
Wizkid
to
more?
I'm not.
No, you made a statement. So let's finish it. No, we're not comparing. You made a statement. I'm just asking a question. Is he more influential than Davido in Nigeria?
I don't think so.
So that alone is enough reason why you can't call him the greatest.
So there's the difference between.
Say what you
it's hard.
Say what you need to say.
This is a town hall. Say
it. For goodness sake.
Say it.
Let me tell you what it is. When you actually then break it down, there's only small gaps between
the both of them.
David and Burna. And then
I have an unpopular opinion. I don't think Burna should be there. Olamide first before Burna Boy.
Which is okay, right? And then Olamide, there's small gaps between them. If you are going to rank them, there's
I don't even think Burna should be there, to be honest.
Burna should be there.
No, Olamide. We're talking the last 15 years, right? That's the last 15 years in Nigerian music. I don't think Burna Boy. I don't think Burna Boy has as much impact and influence in Nigerian music culture as much as Olamide.
I agree.
Thank you.
I agree.
I agree with you.
I mean, he has the talent, but in terms of influence and impact,
yes, Olamide.
But the problem with Nigerian music right now, where things start to get incongruous with people, and where it's going to start getting unfair for us, if we don't mention it, is people are going to say international.
Oh, okay.
So does that mean that international outweighs every other thing that happened in the country?
But Burna
I think you have to put that into consideration.
Burna is not a nobody in Nigeria.
No, he's not.
Exactly.
But we're saying he's not as influential and as impactful to the culture like Olamide.
Okay, I hear you. But then when you now counterbalance, do you understand? What is the score of this?
So can we do that? Give me some.
I don't want to.
You know what? We're going to bring back Motolani. We're going to bring back
really long.
We're going to bring back Motolani on this podcast just for that.
I can beat my chest and say it anywhere. That the only Nigerian artist in history that is greater than Wiz is Fela. I'm telling you, the only Nigerian artist.
Sashino Peters Uncle.
The only Nigerian artist that is greater than Wizkid is Fela. And the reason why it's Fela is because Fela's music has been on for 50, 60 years and it's still here, and the influence still goes on into Hollywood, Beyonce, everybody. Wiz's music has not gotten there. If Wiz's music is still here in 50 years, it's going to be the greatest. I'm telling you.
So I think that why he's going to be the greatest, there's room for that. The same way somebody can say Davido is going to be the greatest in 50 years too. So I think that two of them are two kings at par.
I agree.
Yeah, but he said it now. He said that Davido is no greater than. No, but he made a statement. He said that Wizkid is the greatest. That's why I said pause, hold up there.
But we can't rewrite history. We can't rewrite history because if we're going to bring out all the metrics,
Wizkid is the greatest of all time.
If we're going to bring out all the metrics, Davido is the GOAT. Just as well.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. There are some things that either you like it or not. Do you understand?
Unnecessary.
You know what? It's funny.
Wait.
Sorry.
There are some things that either you like it or not. If I was a journalist, I would break it down to you. But I just want to leave it there. The greatest Nigerian artist
is Davido.
It's Davido.
The greatest
It's
Nigerian
Ayo Balogun.
It's okay. That's fine. But I'm telling you that the greatest Nigerian
And at this point, we wrap up.
You know, Excel made one statement. We need to wrap up now. Excel made one statement. He said that he doesn't think, he's scared that the next generation would not produce artists as big as Wizkid and Davido. Do you agree? Because it's crazy that we're arguing about them.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
I disagree with that. I disagree with it because you know, people are we've gotten carried away by the fact that the last few years people have been saying, oh, artists have not been made. But in the last 3 years, there's been Charlie Poppy.
There's been Rema.
There's been there's been Charlie Poppy. Let's even say people that have ascended. Right?
Okay.
There's been Ashake. There's been Odumodublvck. There's Charlie Poppy.
Arasta.
There's Arasta.
There's Thames.
There's Thames that have ascended, right? There's Shea Vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Shea Vibes is one of the
Shea Vibes
biggest.
ascended.
He has. He owns the streets.
Does
Are you
he?
joking? He does.
Shea Vibes.
I'm inside the keke and a guy beside me is singing word for word.
You need to go to a Shea Vibes event. I carried.
Bro,
I went to someone's house like 2 weeks ago, about a month ago, like 2 days after Shaolin came out. Literally 2 days after Shaolin.
I have a friend.
Wait, this woman is married.
You're singing a word for word.
Wait, this woman is married, professional. She's the friend of one of my boss. Like, she's a bank manager, some shit like that. You understand? She has like 3 or 4 kids. Her oldest is like 12. So she's not a small person.
And she's singing Shaolin word for word.
When Shaolin came out, I was driving and I was playing the song in my car. She was singing it. Do you know what that means?
Are
you
you
need to understand.
I remember
this was 2 days. It was literally on Sunday evening. No, it was on Sunday, maybe 2 or 3 days after it came out. It was on Sunday evening.
Okay.
Do you know who had the biggest song on Apple Music in Nigeria last year?
Shea Vibes now.
With different patterns.
Shea Vibes, yeah.
And do you know when the song came out?
The year before. The year before. So you've made your point, yeah.
So
anyway, Shea Vibes, there's room for you to sell me. For now, I'm not sold. I am not sold in any way.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. Well, we've come to the end of the show for today. We had a very high five. Thank you for giving. Melody, you are next.
Melody, we're coming for you.
When is Zero Conditions coming back? Put that mic in your mouth and tell us when Zero Conditions is coming back.
When I get that click.
Nice one. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media. And don't forget to watch the show on Friday on Pop Central.
It's A Town Hall Different on TikTok, A Town Hall Different on Twitter, A Town Hall Different on Instagram. And I wouldn't say our personal
personal handles.
I'm _licious.
True, actually, we should be saying that.
I am _licious on Instagram, and
I'm at Sarah the Sarah, CERATHEC.
So just find us. Don't come to our DM and insult us.
Don't call us solo show again, and Ashao. Please just talk to us respectfully.
Just to desensitize you, are going to get a lot more of that if you continue this pod. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
I don't want my social media currency to be bad. I don't want my kids to see that people call their mom and Ashawo.
I'm not saying you should.
But it doesn't mean that's who you are.
It's not a reflection on you. It's a reflection on the person that's calling Ashawo.
Yes.
Okay.
The person
likes so shame on you for referring to 2 strangers as Ashawo on the internet.
So don't forget to tell your friend that A Town Hall Different is the best.
Period.
Podcast.
Period. We'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. Bye.